So welcome everybody. This is a free monthly webinar that InterNACHI provides. My name is Ben Gromyko. I am from InterNACHI. InterNACHI is the world's largest organization of certified home inspectors. We have over 10,000 home inspectors across the country, nearly 300 certified home inspectors in Michigan, and we decided to concentrate a webinar on just Michigan. And this webinar is about the free inspection software for Michigan home inspectors. And the software is that which produces a home energy report. And I'd like to go over three things tonight. One is, what did Governor Snyder say in a recent speech, and how does it relate to home inspections? I'd like to do an energy report for you with the software. And I'd like to talk to you about an up-and-coming pilot that we're developing. So here's a page about the governor. There we go. And if you scroll down this page, and if you want this page, you can Google it or email me and I'll send you the link. But the governor is talking about adding energy to home inspections. And it says, it seems simple, but the policy prescription for the most potential impact is the governor's request to add energy efficiency to home inspections. Simply providing information about a home's potential energy costs could help potential home buyers make better decisions and gradually push the market toward encouraging higher energy efficiency homes. As home prices rise, this policy could also begin to favor the cities that are already starting to promote efficiency to their residents. And Governor Rick Snyder said, legislation that would add energy efficiency information to those inspection reports is needed, and I encourage the legislature to act on a bill in this new year, and that's this year. So the governor wants to see legislation that has energy efficiency information in all home inspection reports. Well, it turns out that InterNACHI has a free home energy report software. And you don't need, if you're a certified home inspector through InterNACHI, it's free. You don't need any additional information. You don't need a blower door. You don't need an infrared camera. You need about an additional 4 to 5 minutes after you perform a home inspection to produce the energy report. So tonight, let's do an energy report. I'll show you how to access it and how to do an energy report. And we'll talk about a pilot coming up that we're developing and the value of attending and participating in that pilot. So to access the home energy report software, you go to the NACHI homepage at nachi.org, and you click the members only login link. Let's do that. And you log in. You type in your username and password, and you get to your membership account. And under the InterNACHI members only tools, there are many tools. Update your profile, change your password. There's a forum. You can edit your education log. There's logos, online agreement system. You get your certification seals. You can print your certificate. You can renew your membership. There's the tool, the energy tool. There's also a homeowner newsletter and a management tool to manage the homeowner newsletter. So let's go to the energy tool. So this is through your membership account. And you get to the software. It's a web-based software. It works on any mobile device, including an iPhone, iPad, Droid, etc. And here's the InterNACHI Home Energy Report. And this is my account. I have a lot of archived reports in there. And you type in a zip code. So I believe 48126 is a zip code in Michigan. You start the report. And that zip code is sent to the U.S. Department of Energy's Lawrence Berkeley Laboratory. And there's an engine in there that takes that zip code and populates a checklist for you. And that part of that checklist is putting in energy prices. But you don't have to figure out what the energy prices are because you sent that zip code to the energy calculator, it defaults some energy prices like natural gas, propane, the fuel oil costs, and a bunch of other things. So get back up to the top. So after your home inspection, I would go online or use your iPhone while you're standing there at the home inspection, type in your client's name, type in an email address, their phone number, address of the property. Let's go 1234 Detroit Avenue. It's in Detroit, state of Michigan. Year built, 1964 is defaulted, but let's say it's 1970, the year I was born. And then you go to the number of residents or the number and age of the residents. So there's a residence there. So this home energy report software, it doesn't really care about the current occupant, right? It's about the people that are moving in to the home. So you have to ask your client, how many people are in your family? Do you have any children or elderly people? So let's say that there's an older person moving in, a grandpa, and there are two children and a couple there. So a family of 5. The energy prices were already populated into the checklist for you because you sent the zip code to the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. The building design. So the house faces east. It's 2 stories above ground. I'm just making something up. It's 2,300 square feet. It has an unconditioned basement. It has an unconditioned attic. Approximate number of light bulbs in the home, you can just guess. Typically 100 light bulbs per home. The percentage of bulbs that are high efficiency, like LEDs or CFLs, I would say like a quarter of them in my home are CFLs. Actually, all of them, but let's just say this hypothetical home. So insulation, how well is the home insulated? You already are required to inspect for insulation, measure the depth, and identify the type of insulation in the unfinished attic space. So let's see, the insulation at the attic floor, let's say it's 7 to 9 inches, could use a little more. The wall insulation, when you have a 2x4, it could be an R11 typically. So type in R11. If you don't know what an R value is, you can take our insulation course free to members. In your opinion, is this home reasonably airtight? Well, this means is it drafty or not, right? In most homes, existing homes that you'll be inspecting are drafty, unless it has gone through recent weatherization, right? Has the home been weatherized with air sealing techniques and insulation, and they blow in insulation, and the windows are modern and up to? Is it airtight with combustion air, fresh air intake, right? It's probably not. So it's defaulted to no. So is this home reasonably airtight? No, it's probably a little bit leaky. If you happen to be standing next to an energy auditor, you can ask them for the CFM 50 from the blower door test. It's optional. It's not required. Are there any skylights? No. Front of the house. Let's say it's a double pane, clear aluminum window, 72 square feet in the front of the house. Same thing in the back of the house. 72 square feet, double pane tinted aluminum, 36 square feet on the left side, 36 square feet on the right side. Clothes washer. Does the house have a clothes washer? Yes. It might be leaving with the home seller, but currently it has a clothes washer, and it will probably have a clothes washer when you move in. Is it Energy Star? It's currently not Energy Star. Can't tell really what's going to be moving in. The type of clothes dryer where there's electric hookup in this hypothetical. There's probably going to be one refrigerator, Is an Energy Star? No. Number of freezers? No freezers. Water heater. Date of manufacture, it's a relatively newer water heater, let's say 2010. Natural gas, it's not 40 gallons, it's 50 gallons. Thermostat is standard. Programmable is what you really want, but just in this case, we'll put in standard. The heating equipment is a central gas furnace. You can type in the efficiency and the capacity, but if you know those, you do not have to. What's required is at least getting the age. So let's say it's 2000, your 2000 gas furnace. And is there a wood burning stove? If there is, how much of the home's heat is supplied by the stove? So there's a scale there. You can use that. Cooling equipment. There's central air in this home. It's the same age as the heating system, year 2000. I don't have to type in the efficiency or the capacity. Duct location. It's in that unconditioned basement. Are they fully insulated? No. Are the ducts fully sealed with mastic or tape? No. If there's a boiler, are the boiler pipes fully sealed? No. Is there a whole house fan? No. And then there's some optional inputs for warm weather areas, warm climates. Is there a pool with pool heaters, because they cost a lot of energy, and a spa and hot tub for northern climates, or different areas of the country. So those are optional. You don't even have to type anything in. And then at the bottom, you hit Generate Report. And that sends all that information to the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory that crunches that data and processes that data based upon the climate, the zip codes, and cost estimates, estimates for repair, and energy estimates. And it generates recommendations. So you don't even write the report. The report is written for you, and it's written by the Department of Energy. And it saves that report in your account. This is the longest part, really. It takes about 20 seconds. And then if you think you made a mistake or you want to tweak the report, the checklist comes back up. You can go back in and change something or add more information. The more information you add to the report, the more accurate the report will be. Otherwise, you click this big button up here. It says View Report. And then a link pops up. So this link can be simply copy pasted into an email. It's a link to the report that you generate. Or you could copy paste it into your home inspection report. But I'm going to click this button because I want to see the report before I send it. And you wait just a few more seconds. The report is online. And remember, you can do this by iPhone. I've done it many times. Works really well. And this gives the general cost of how much this home costs to heat, cool, and operate. Gives a general idea for your client that's moving into the home in the new neighborhood, how much this home is going to cost to heat, cool, and operate. And here, it's going to cost a lot to heat the home, right? And this is done without a blower door, done without an energy auditor. The report, you scroll down, there's some really nice videos that it describes that these are just estimates. You are promoted within the report, your name, your contact information, your ID. This is an InterNACHI ID that you can get as a member. Here's a breakdown of all of the costs. And this is the part I like. For this home, for this client, this hypothetical client in this hypothetical home, I can help them save a little over $2,000 every year if they follow the recommendations that are generated within this report. For me, 2,000 extra bucks, I could go on a really nice vacation over the weekend with my family, right? And, it kind of pays for my inspection a few times over. So if you scroll down, you have more information about each component or category. So this is the heating section. This is the cooling section. So it scrolls down like that. Here's some free guides, some books about heating and cooling and air leakage and air sealing. These are free ebooks that are included with every home energy report. And if you go up to the top, your client can click around. It's a kind of like a dynamic, kind of interactive report. And they go to lighting. And there's a video about lighting, hot water, about hot water usage, and then energy upgrades. These are the recommendations produced by the report. Just recommendations, and they're energy upgrade recommendations. As you know, as a home inspector, upgrades are not part of the negotiating table. They're off the table. So this is truly intended not to be a stumbling block in the negotiations for your real estate transaction. Upgrades are really for those people who are moving into the home. And they're prioritized based upon cost and return on investment. So the lowest cost, highest return on investment is replacing all of the standard light bulbs with high efficiency ones. Priority 2, upgrade to a programmable thermostat. If you recall, we entered a standard thermostat in the inspection software. Well, the recommendation is to upgrade that thermostat. And that could save several $100s every year if they follow that recommendation. It has a huge return on investment. And the payback is less than a year. Add insulation around your ducts. That's a good one. Have a professional seal the cracks and leaks in the home because it's drafty, right? So I was a home inspector for many years in Pennsylvania. When I went up into the unfinished attic space and I saw very thin, inadequate amounts, thickness of insulation, I would come down out of the attic and I would say, you know what, you need to blow in some insulation up there because you're really losing heat. It's going right up through. Well, actually, that wasn't quite accurate. Now we know better. You can't just add insulation and stop the heat from escaping, right? When you add it, think of insulation as a filter. And, they don't call it fiberglass, they call it filter glass because air can move right through the fiberglass insulation, the blown in fiberglass or batt insulation. And what's really needed is sealing, air sealing. So they get that foam, that yellow foam, they move back the insulation and they seal up wherever the drywall or plaster meets the wooden components, the structural components, the walls and ceilings. And all of those areas can be sealed up. Have you ever lifted up insulation, batt insulation, and saw the dark underside, black underside? That's not mold, that's dirt being caught by that filter, right? There's air moving up naturally through the house because of stack effect, and that dirt gets caught on that filter glass insulation. So adding more insulation is only half of the recommendation. The accurate recommendation is to do both. Have a professional seal the cracks and air leaks in the home and add insulation. Priority 5, there it is. Seal the ducts because they leak as well. You want to get that conditioned air to the right spot. If in the future you decide to replace your clothes washer, pick one with an Energy Star label. That's a good recommendation. And it goes on. If in the future you replace your water heater, pick an energy efficient one, on and on. Basement, add insulation to the floor above the space to try to get some insulation there. R19 is recommended by the Department of Energy, and on and on and on. Okay, and there's the add insulation to the attic floor after you seal it up. This is the report. And if you're in the field, it really takes only a few minutes to produce this report. You can copy paste that link into an email and send it to your client. And they get the report and have videos, ebooks. Oh, it comes with an energy book as well. I think it's 14,000 word energy book with illustrations and pictures and more videos and things. So there's a lot of information here, but it also gives your client a quick understanding of how much this home is going to cost them to heat, cool, and operate, which is information that they do not have, and yet they are actually thinking about it. Okay? And it starts a conversation about energy efficiency, efficiency of the heating system and the cooling system, the thickness of the insulation, things like that. It should have an effect on your business. And the feedback from inspectors is that there's two ways to make money with the home energy report in Michigan. You give it away for free as a value add to your inspection service, or you sell it for $50. That's what the feedback is. And so I would give it away, but I would use it as a means to increase my fees. So as a home inspector, I would add services or value to my home inspection service and increase my fees. So as an example, I purchased an infrared camera and I increased my fees because I included an infrared scan for free along with my every home inspection. And I took a couple pictures of things here and there. You can get trained and certified by InterNACHI to use an infrared camera as well. Same thing with the home energy report. I would promote the heck out of this service and this report, and I would get more clients to visit my website and ask me questions about, do you really provide a home energy report with every home inspection? I certainly do. And I would just use that to increase my fees. So add value to your home inspection service. And a pilot. So we are developing a pilot, and we are working with, I've spoken to the governor's office, the legal counsel, and senior policy advisor, and they are highly interested in InterNACHI home inspectors doing home energy reports in Michigan. And they want to know about our home energy report software, and they want to know who in Michigan is doing home inspections and home energy reports. So in the next few weeks, I will be reaching out to you by email, webinar, phone, and encouraging you to stay in touch with InterNACHI and this home energy report software. Use the home energy report to your advantage. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And there are some really exciting things going on. And I'll keep you in tuned and informed about what's taking place, especially about this pilot. I'll be visiting Michigan as well. So I want to look now to some questions that have popped up, and I can answer them now or I'll answer them later. We're coming up on just a few more minutes left we have together this evening, and I do appreciate your time. So let me read. Do you have to be online with your iPhone to access the information, or is there an iPhone app that does this? There's no app. You log on to the website that I showed you, and you type in your username and password, and you're into the system, and you simply use the iPhone that has connection, phone connection, cell phone connection. So if you have 1 bar or 2 bars or 3 bars, you're connected. If you're completely out of range of a cell phone call, then you will not be able to use the report. So you have to be either on a Wi-Fi network connected to the internet, or if you're using your cell phone, connected that way as well. All right, Mike, thank you. You're going. Randy says, go over logging in again. My computer froze when you were giving your username and password. Okay, well, I'm not going to give you my username and password, but I will show you how to log in again. And you go to nachi.org, nachi.org, www.nachi.org, and on that homepage, go over to the right. It says members only login. You click that, and you go to the login link. Click that, and then you're in your account, and it'll say, Hi there. You scroll down and you get to your InterNACHI members only tool. There are many of them, things you can do within your account, and one of them is the energy tool. And this tool is the report tool, the report writing tool, the software. You click that, you get into the report writing software. And there you go. Now, it may ask you along the way for your username and password if you haven't entered it yet. So you just enter your membership username and password. And you can tell your computer to remember that as well. All right? And also, I encourage you to always keep in touch with the latest inspection news, which is at nachi.org. And then you hit that link at the top right corner, the latest inspection news. And we update this several times every day with the latest things that are going on. And here's a large list of things that are going on in the inspection industry. All right. And there's also offers. So there's some special offers there and some marketing pieces there and some videos there. All right, everybody. So look out for an email from me. Look out for a phone call from me within the next few weeks, some announcements, and I'll keep you in touch about what's happening with home inspections, home energy reports in Michigan. All right, everybody. Thanks. See you later.